Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Demo's Diecast. We are here with our last video from the Vegas SuperCon haul. So we'll get these guys opened up and put on display. Hopefully everybody had a great weekend. Let's dive right into these two models that we have today. So first off, let's go with the Hobby Japan Prelude. Super excited to open this guy up, pick him up. Like I said, I have never seen this body style Prelude before in diecast, so this is a treat. Sheesh, super nice. Wow, really, really nice. That red really pops. Like the wheels on it. Get your Prelude. Sick. Super, super nice. Let's get it off the base. Do our roll test and take a closer look. Take a closer look. Really, really, really nice. Super good detail. I really like Hobby Japan stuff. I do have a CRX that we will just kind of show you guys. Not really a comparison per se because they're completely different cars. But the CRX is also going to be a Hobby Japan example. Hobby Japan makes great, great, great models. I have not been disappointed with any of their stuff yet. They make some nice stock bodied stuff. They also make some Initial D stuff. So yeah, Hobby Japan has been one of my favorites since I got into the premium diecast game. So let's take a closer look at this guy. We've got our front end. You have your clear front turn signal. So your parking light and blinker all in one. It is lensed as well. That is not a sticker or a decal, so that's super dope. You do have your flip up headlights on this body style Prelude. They are not cut out. You can't open them or anything like that, but no big deal there. You got your Honda badge there on the hood. Prelude with front license plate. You've got your black trim around the whole front bumper down the side, which is period correct. That car would have had like a black vinyl trim all the way around it. So that's super sick. Let's take a look at the side. You do have your amber side marker there. Not quite sure that these would be period correct wheels. I don't personally remember any Preludes coming with wheels this style, but I like the wheel. It fits the car, so that's super nice. Do have like a mud flap that's kind of built in here. There's no definition. See, it's a body colored mud flap, so that's sick. Door handle, there's a little bit of an indentation there, but nothing too crazy. Take a look at the rear. So this here would be your keyhole for the rear. Got your Prelude license plate, your Prelude verbiage in the taillight, middle taillight, the part there. Let's see what that says up above. It's four-wheel steer, so it's the four-wheel steer badge. That's super dope. Okay, so for those that don't know, this body style Prelude came with a four-wheel steer mechanism. So the steering was attached obviously to the steering wheel, and then there was a separate line that ran all the way to the back of the car that actually put, I want to say it was about 30 degrees of steering angle into the rears. So it's not like the full front where you can make a full U-turn, but if you were to turn left, your front wheels would turn left. They would basically turn out to the right. So this would pop out and it would help push you through the turn, around the turn faster. So that's super sick. There's nothing on the packaging that designates this, I don't believe, as a four-wheel steer model. 164 Honda Prelude, 1989, customized version, Phoenix Red. So it is a customized version, so that's why we have the aftermarket wheels on there. But the four-wheel steer badging on the rear is super dope. Do have a pretty nice exhaust here as well. This would have been period correct for stock exhaust. Super tiny, so I'm not going to be too worried about those being indented or anything like that, but it does look like they put a little touch of black paint, so that's cool. All in all, great model. See if we can see any more of that interior. You can see the shifter down in there. Nothing crazy. Steering wheel is at least not like all one piece. It is split apart into like 3 pieces. Seats, the headrest, yeah, nothing crazy on the interior, but all in all, super sick model. Really happy to add that one to the collection. Oh, let's take a look at that roof too. So you do have a sunroof on there, so that's sick, and then like a little antenna there on the back. Oh, you also have your rear defroster. So yep, you can see those defrost lines in the rear window, as well as a rear windshield wiper. So that spoiler is also really nice, raised up off of there. Some space in between, so it's not actually just part of the casting. Super sick. Really happy to add that one. Let's take a look at this one. This is going to be our CRX. This is not a pickup. This is something I already had in the collection. This is also going to be a Hobby Japan. So you've got your bronze 6 spokes here, kind of like a TE style wheel. You've got your DOHC VTEC badge on the side door right there. Looks like a side marker there. Rigid mirrors. Take a look at the front. Really nice printed carbon fiber hood with your Honda badge. They did a really good job on that carbon fiber. Really impressed with that. Lensed headlights. You do have signal marker here, like a blinker. I think that's paint. That's not going to be lensed. CRX front license plate. Take a look at this rear. Lensed rear tail lights, your CRX VTEC in the center tail light there, your SIR badge here, Honda badge, again some space underneath that spoiler, so that's really sick. And then also too, so on CRX's, this little piece is glass, and if you look, you can see the toothpick come through the front, so you can actually see through that. They made that glass. That's really dope. That's super accurate. So really pleased with that. Stock exhaust again so small, not going to be worried, but they did put a touch of black paint in there. You do have the black vinyl trim around the side of this car as well. Take a look at the rear, or the under, excuse me. Nothing too crazy. You do have your silver rear muffler, which is exactly how a CRX stock muffler would be. So that's super cool. And then this guy is going to be screwed together. Unfortunately, the rear screw looks like it's going to be underneath that muffler. So if you were to take this car apart, you would have to find a way to get this muffler off without damaging. It might just snap in there. I'm not sure. Luckily for me, I don't plan on swapping this one, so I'm good to go. Real quick, let's take a look at that Prelude's exhaust. Yeah, so same thing underneath on this one. You do have it coming from your exhaust manifold or header into a cat, but no detail except for your muffler. And this one is screwed together. Both screws are visible. So that's super dope. Really happy to add that one. Next up, let's take a look at our Honda Integra Type R DC5. So this would be an RSX, an Acura RSX in the United States, in Canada and Mexico, because those are the only countries that sell Acura. Everywhere else in the world, that car was released as an Honda Integra. There were different trim levels. This happens to be the DC5 Type R. So I'm super excited to open this one up, and let's take a look. Super nice. That paint is beautiful. This is definitely a nostalgia buy for me, but I am really ecstatic to get this into the collection. See if it rolls. Say some roll, most don't, but it doesn't disappoint me because the quality and the detail is there on those cars. So I can do without rolling, just for the fact that the rest of the car is so on point. Super nice. Zoom in, take a closer look. Nice flat spotted tire there. This one, the base was really tight on this one. So a little bit of wobbly in the suspension there, but not too bad. Doesn't look like that front wants to roll, but oh, there it goes. So a little bit of movement, but nothing crazy. Let's take a look at it closer. So you do have your period correct DC5 Type R wheels with your red Honda center caps. That's correct. You do have a amber side marker there, which is period correct. A little bit of depth on the door handles, so that's super cool. Rigid mirrors with the black base, that is correct. You've got your Type R decal. This would be an Integra Type R decal here on the side. Same rear wheel. Inside, let's take a look. You can see those, and it does say it. So this is also period correct. You have a blue Recaro. So this car would have come factory in Japan with blue suede Recaros. It also would have had blue, look at that. It would have had blue suede door inserts, which you can see there too. Wow, they really, really nailed this model. Look at that steering wheel. You've got your red Honda emblem in the middle. Period correct, spot on. And it looks like the gauge cluster even has the white gauges. So that is super dope. And they put like a reflector on the mirror there, so it looks like an actual mirror. Man, this thing is crazy. This is super, super sick, guys. I am like really excited right now. Let's take a look at our rear. So you have your Integra Type R rear license plate. You do have lens tail lights. These are correct for the period. Type R badge there, Honda badge, Integra badge. You've got your ITR Integra Type R spoiler, which is also correct. The third brake light would not be on the spoiler. It would be here on the trunk, which it is. Exhaust looks pretty good. Nothing too crazy. A little bit of indentation. Underneath, you've got painted from the cat back, so from the catalytic converter through the resonator into the muffler. So that's sick. You do get your rear defrosters. And I think this is correct. On my Type S, I had a rear windshield wiper, but I'm almost positive on the Type R, they did not have a rear windshield wiper for weight savings. Type Rs were basically race cars kind of built for the street. So they didn't want any extra weight. I know a windshield wiper itself isn't a lot of weight, but the motor to drive the windshield wiper plus the wiring and whatever else they need to do to drive that windshield wiper, that's where the weight comes from, not the wiper itself. So super, super dope. This is a great, great model. Great example. Let's take a look at our front. Lensed headlights. Headlights aren't that great. I'll be honest with you. Kind of disappointed in these. Should be more of a black housing, and they're just kind of, I don't know. They're just kind of blah. They're like all over the place, you know. So, I mean, it is a 164, so I'm not going to be too critical, but with how much they got right on the interior and the rest of the car, I am disappointed in the headlights. But all in all, nothing crazy. Not going to throw it out or anything. You got a red Honda emblem here on the front with your Integra Type R front plate, Type R front lip. One thing I will show you guys that bothered me as soon as I saw this car on the base. So if you were to take a look, and it was kind of easier to see on the base, but so let's grab our pointer. This front lip should be even with the side skirt, right? It should come down as far as the side skirt. I feel like it's a little bit high up, so it kind of gives the car a weird appearance. So this front lip could definitely be lower. But all in all, those are my only two kind of observations, if you want to call them complaints, on the model. Other than that, I'm super happy to add this one. Again, a nostalgia pickup. Love it. Absolutely love it. And so with that, we will move on to our DC2 Type R. So this is the predecessor to the DC5. So you had your DC2 Type Rs, and then after this body style, they stopped DC2s in 2001. So you had 94 to 97, and then 98 to 2001, and then 2002 to 2004 was the DC5 body style back here. And then after this body style, they changed the headlights and taillights a little bit, and they had 05, 06s. So let's take a look at our DC2. This is going to be a Mugan example, and this is a Inno64. We know it's Mugan because it has the bronze Mugan MF10s on there. Super dope. It's also going to have the black Mugan center cap. Super, super sick. carbon fiber front lip. You do have an amber side marker, Mugan side mirrors. Take a look at this front, and we do get our Mugan front plate. Lensed headlights, again, not too great. I mean, it is a JDM front end, but and these were one piece. They shouldn't be split, but I mean, they could have gave you like a yellow fog or a hint of a yellow fog there. Could have gave some amber for the side markers or the turn signals, but all in all, pretty clean. Inno64 did a great job with their carbon fiber on their hood as well, so I'm super happy with that. Move to this side. Continuation of that carbon fiber lip. Again, your Mugan MF10's Type R badge. Take a look at the inside. So it looks like we've got a painted gauge cluster on that interior as well as your red Recaro seats, which would be correct. Take a look at our rear. Taillights on this one are pretty good. Lens tails. You got your reverse light, brake light, blinker. You do have the Type R badge there. You have the Integra rating in the rear bumper, which is correct, and your red Honda emblem. You also have the Mugan DC2R wing. So the Mugan wing is going to have this little extra piece that comes down on the trunk lid, whereas a regular Type R wing would just be straight across here and then go straight up. It wouldn't come down over that. And you can even see the Mugan badging there on the wing. So this model is crazy sick. Definitely one of my favorites in my collection. You got your exhaust here, a little bit of an indentation, but it is painted black. This would be a keyhole for the trunk. I've owned both examples of these cars, not in the Type R form, but I did have a DC4 and I had a DC5. So take a look at our underside. No real indication of a header, I guess, unless that's what this is. Your cat, your exhaust all the way back into your muffler. So this one is not a roller either, but not really too worried about that. This is a sick model. One of my favorites for sure. So we'll put that one there. So that's our haul from the Vegas SuperCon. All in all, super happy. Got a bunch of great pieces, met a bunch of great people, had a blast. I would definitely do it again next year. Thank you guys, man, for tuning in for all of the episodes of the Diecast Haul. Much appreciated. Our next up video, we're going to have some mail calls. Stay tuned for that. Everybody have a great rest of your week. If you're out there hunting, still looking for those boulevards, good luck. And anything else you got going on, have a great week. Be safe out there. So we will catch you guys on the next one. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. One love.